This is not a place for judgment or bias or questions, but instead a place to offer as much support and empowerment as we possibly can.
And we get empowered, and as a result we empower those we dress. I would just recommend it for anybody who would like to give back, because it just keeps us in touch with what life is really about.
I can honestly say that Dress for Success has changed my life. When I go in and run one of my workshops, I just feel so overwhelmed by the fact that I can make such a difference to so many women's lives. And see, I can get a bit teared up by it because it is such an amazing opportunity that I have, and every time I go in there I just feel like I'm making such a difference.
I've been working at Dress for Success for just on 5 years now, and I haven't looked back. I get so much out of coming here.
Every time I leave here I feel like filled up with hope about the women in this town, because we do so much for them. We give them a new chance, and they leave here confident and excited about the next step of their lives.
I run workshops on things like trusting in your ability, finding your vision, and goal setting and time management. I know that I really help them with the information that I give them and helping them overcome the barriers that are holding them back. And this is an opportunity for them to reflect on how they can move forward in their life and get employment.
Through our Outreach and Corrective Services program and our Pack and Send program, we visit women in prison to help prepare them for court appearances and prison release. And we reach women in rural and remote communities who are unable to come to the showroom here in Marrickville. We receive the client requirements a week prior to the prison visit, but I guess the most important thing for us to take with us into prison is a whole heap of compassion, given the very difficult and very circumstances the women find themselves in. So if you're thinking of serving in prisons, once you've completed the relatively simple screening processes and procedures, it can be great fun, and it's an opportunity to experience something you'd otherwise never get exposure to.
My primary involvement in my early volunteering days was to identify ways in which we could fundraise, because raising funds for us is obviously paramount to keeping our services going. Enormous donations of clothing, accessories, shoes and handbags come into Dress for Success every year, far more than we can give to our clients. And out of that was born our Bubbles and Bargains sales, which we now hold 3 times a year, have raised over $500,000 in 16 sales, and we're just about to do our 17th sale. One of the other major events that we've been doing is 100 Years of Power Dressing, which is a spectacular event that's sponsored by Charlotte Smith, who is one of our ambassadors, and Charlotte owns the largest couture collection of vintage clothing in the Southern Hemisphere. She stages an amazing catwalk show for us once a year. This is our 2017 will be our 3rd year. Another wonderful opportunity for volunteers, not just to get involved on the night, but to help us with the organisation of these major events. There are committees, subcommittees, areas of opportunity to share your special talents and skills with us, link us into your networks and help us strategise and find the next big thing that we can do to raise money to help women less fortunate than ourselves enter or re-enter the workplace. I really encourage you to volunteer.